like to talk about something near and dear to my heart, and that is the good old Atra razor. Okay, usually do programming videos, but I'm taking a little break. Okay, Atra razor. Now, these things are hard to come by. Well, not really. I suppose you can get them used off eBay, but they're pretty expensive. And the point is, to keep it short, you don't need them. The problem is that the razor manufacturers are not making these anymore, but you can buy these Atra, generic blades. They fit Track 2, they fit Atra, right? Any of the pivoting razors, right? They fit these things like that. So they still make the blades, and they're pretty cheap. Like if you get them at CVS or Rite Aid or something like that, or Kmart, or wherever you shop at, these things are inexpensive for a pack of 1, 2, 3, 4, pack of 10. But if you're shaving with like the Mach 3 turbo and the 4 blades and the 5 blades, it's like, how many friggin' blades do you need on a damn razor is my question, right? Because if you take a look at the old Atra videos, you will find that according to the marketing crap that they were pushing down people's throats back in the 70s, you've got the first blade shaves the whisker and pulls it a little bit out of the follicle, and then the second blade comes off and chops it below the level that where it was. So my question is, what are the third blade, the fourth blade, and the fifth blades doing? Nothing, except sucking the money. You hear the sound? That's the money being sucked out of your wallet when you buy a 5-blade razor. But these things are pretty inexpensive. Now, yeah, okay, you could shave with a safety razor. Okay, you could shave with a safety razor. You gotta, it takes a bit of skill not to, if you're in a rush, you'll mince your face, right? If you get a really nicely made safety razor, that's a pretty inexpensive way to shave. But this is the least expensive. But these, you don't need this, is what I'm getting to. They make this thing right here, which is a Tough Touch. And let me make sure I'm getting that right. Tough Touch. Tough Blade. It's a Tough Blade. Okay, the Tough Blade. MicroTouch Tough Blade. This is a MicroTouch Tough Blade. I'll put a link, down below, I guess, however you're looking at this video, right? Down below. I'm kind of filming it upside down. So, and it comes with a pack of 12 or 13 blades. Anyway, they advertise it for $20, right? You can get a year's worth of shave, right? Well, you got to milk these blades, and all they do hype them a little bit. They're a 3-blade, 3-razor blade, right? Which again is like, okay, 3 razors, you're not really impressing me there. I find that these CVS or wherever the hell I got these things at, these generic blades, these guys actually last a good long time, these 2-razor blades. But this MicroTouch, the beautiful thing about this is that, hey, watch, it's German engineered, supposedly, right? I don't know where they make these things at, but this thing is metal. This is kind of like a pressed metal, and what usually fails over the years, right, is this little thing right here gets loose and then it doesn't hold the blade. But this looks like it's made pretty well, right? I mean, it's got some heft to it. I think this is probably a little bit heavier, but this is the all metal one, right? These are kind of harder to find. This is kind of like, this is like a rubbery orange stuff, like with some grip. That's metal. The black is the metal, right? This has got a real nice feel to it. But if you push it in there, right, with these guys, hey, look at that. It pivots. Now, it doesn't have the same exact angle, so you're shaving out with your razor, but I find that after about a minute of shaving with this thing, I'm a speed bandit, right, with shaving, and this thing works great. It pivots, right? It's got some real nice spring to it. It's got more spring to it than this. Like this, the blade pivots. I guess it has more flex, right? This, it's a little stiffer, but it still pivots, right? So let me turn the camera sideways. All right, so you can get this handle and 12 blades, right? So you can shave with the blades for a year, And then you've got this handle that you paid 20 bucks for. And then you just pay like, I don't know, what are these, $5 or $6, $2 or something? Maybe there's a little bit more, but they're a heck of a lot cheaper. These two Razor Atra Track 2 generic, refill blades, they are a whole lot cheaper than the Mach 3s and the 5 blades, the 4 blade razors. So you don't have to subscribe to, the Shave Club, and have those guys suck the money out of your wallet for years on end to get a blade, a handle that actually works with these things. And this thing looks like it's going to last for years, right? You might want to buy two. I got no connection to MicroTouch. I was desperate. I'm like, okay, what happens when this thing breaks, right? I had got one used, and this was like my favorite razor, right? So then I shaved with a couple different ones, and I wasn't happy because I wasn't happy with the expense. And look, I'm not a tightwad. I spend my money on shit that I want to spend my money on. I don't want to spend my money on crap I don't need to, right? That's the difference. So my discretionary income, I do not want to waste it giving it to the razor blade companies for 5-bladed razors that don't do anything, right? I get the 2-blade thing. Maybe I'm swallowing the pill. But the 2-blade razor, I don't cut myself with this thing. They work nice, make sense, smooth shave. Okay, I get that. 3-blade razor, you can't tell the difference between a 2-blade razor and a 5-blade razor, quite honestly. I really can't. Okay, and those 5-blade razors, it seems like after about 5 or 6 shaves, it's like you're dragging the friggin', dull lawnmower through the brush. It's pulling your friggin' whiskers out of your face, and you're like, God dang, man, could it get any, these blades get any more dull, right? But these guys are inexpensive, and I don't know what they make these blades out of, but these generic blades last. I shaved with these things like a month and a half before I finally cried uncle, and it wasn't that bad. I just okay, I don't know why I'm torturing myself, right? And it wasn't really that bad a torture. The key is you got to shave every day. You can't let your beard get like 2 or 3 days worth of growth, because then you got to probably better off with a brand new blade. But if you want to economize and you got to shave every day, like if I don't shave every day, I look stupid because I can't grow a beard that great, right? It's kind of like it's splotchy. I don't know. I'm not a He-Man woman hater, evidently. But yeah, so anyway, save yourself some cash, right? Get the MicroTouch Tough Blade hand. If they just sold the handles, it'd be fine. But they sell it as a pack, unfortunately, right? And I think you could probably, if you get a coupon at Rite Aid or whatever wherever you buy them at, right? If you can get a discount, get a discount. But the whole point is you got to get the razor handle, and then you can couple that with these Atra generic Track 2 replacements. Any pivot head, the pivot head replacements, right? They work fine. And that's it, man. That's the video. No use kicking a dead horse. Happy shaving.